Welcome to this very short video, just having a first look at the Extreme Bull X-Men. It was announced last night and they sent across the pictures to us to have a little look at. We did request a video, but they said it's still in making. So let's have a little look, shall we? So we've got the pictures here that we've uploaded to Electric People. So there is a little discussion here on Electric People. We just posted up 53 minutes ago, as you can see here. Extreme Bull X-Men. And like your feedback, really. So if you want to pop over, the link will be in the description below directly to this discussion article on Electric People. But here's the first little look at it, really. So we've got a lovely screen, which is becoming common now, thankfully, on wheels. Stand on it, look down, see your important vital statistics, all the things you want to know. Presumably that's 0, 0. That's going to be a speed, and then you've got a battery displayed as a logo like we're used to on our phones. I don't know whether it's going to have voltage on there. It looks as though total journey is here. An individual trip perhaps is here. Now you can see it's dropped, what, 1 bar by the looks of it. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 bars possibly within that display. And it's done 32 kilometers, we'll assume. So you kind of probably can work out what range that's going to have based on that. You've got 2 charge ports. 100 volt charge ports, you know, the 5 pins. So that looks pretty good from what I see so far. Obviously the image has been darkened slightly. It might have been taken at night time, but it's darkened out to highlight the screen, so I don't know what that'll look like in the day. Hopefully it'll be okay. It also looks recessed in from what I can see there. It looks like it drops down, so possibly not ideal in terms of rain. And then just on down here we have the 2. So there's actually 2 different versions of this. So if we just go across here now, you can see that you've got the colours red and yellow. So you've got high torque and high speed, the C30 and C38. So 2 different versions denoted by the colour. So I'm not sure what you think of that, but I think it looks alright. It's an 18-inch wheel. And as you can see, you've got the knobbly. And you've got the road tyre. So the road tyre should be on the red because it's a high speed. It is. Good. Just double checking because you never know. You've got honeycomb pedals on there as well, or foot plates, with spikes, as you can probably see here. You've got spikes there. So quite a nice form factor, to be fair. It looks fairly well rounded in terms of the front headlight unit. It's plonked in there. I want to look at a side view of that. So it does protrude slightly. So as you can see here, you've got, essentially, if that nosedives, you are going to hit it. But there we go. Very Sherman-esque in terms of the side panels here. That sort of saying, looks like it's going to be the same sort of material. You can see that is recessed, that screen. So you can see the recess there. But you've got a front grab handle as well. You see quite a few people now riding. When you want to brake hard, grabbing the front of the unit and pulling back. That's going to help with your braking there, depending on what material that's made of and how strong it is, etc. But it looks pretty neat. Yeah, that's so far looking okay, isn't it, really? I'm not sure about these rear mudguards sticking out that far. Now, that's all very fine. You can see the stand here. Should we call it a stand? Possibly will work, I don't know. It does on flat by the looks of it. You go through a gate or something, you turn around, spin around, you can whack the edge of stuff like this. So it's just worth keeping that in mind. I just don't know whether that's going to be any good. You got the rear light unit, which looks as though, I mean, maybe that's not standard, but it doesn't look like a cable runs to it. It looks like a rubber ring strapped around there, and it's there. We'll have a little look in a minute, see if there's any more on that. Yeah, there it is there. I can't go any further in. Zoom in that. And this looks like it's tied on here as well with a cable tie. Don't know. Looks as though you've got fairly good access here by removing the cover to get to the electronics. You can see very, very meaty foot plates on this beast. The valve, easy accessible by the looks it's going to be. There's nothing getting in the way, so from a practicality point of view, that's pretty neat. You've got 2 buttons at the front. Now, have we got any indication here on the specs what that is? So here's your foot plate specs. Net weight 31 kilograms, rough weight 35 kilograms. So yeah, 5 pins, charge port. So you got 5 pins. Okay, 100 volt charger at 3 amps. Headlights, there's nothing really to denote that. 2,800 watt hollow motor. Hopefully got the bearings sorted out on that. Battery capacity, that's a big letdown for me. 1,800 watt hours. That's a bit meh for me. I mean, it's for majority of people, that's going to be absolutely fine. I mean, that is a mega figure in comparison to what we used to have a few years back. But I'm just so used to being able to go sort of Sherman distances. So we'll see. But it's probably going to be okay. It runs down to 79 volts there. So the range on that, depending on your speed, of course, but it's on our range test, we get the minimum possible. I would guesstimate that's going to be around about anywhere between 35 and 40 mile range on this wheel before it becomes almost unrideable with the tilt back. It doesn't mention anything about those double buttons, so I'm not sure if that's for individual lights or it's for something else, but yeah. So anti-spin button it's got on there as well by the looks of it. So okay, so that's at the rear. This is with obviously side pads put on. So this one here, nothing at all. This one here, and you're going to need these, aren't you, to get the most out of it. But it looks fairly clean and tidy. Not sure about getting dirt up in here. It's going to get pretty messy up in here, all these little crevices. But you're not going to get mud at your back with that mud guard. So from a practicality standpoint, this is going to be pretty sweet. Wonder what those little sinks there are for. But as you can see, that is a rubber band that's strapped around there. This looks like a battery operated light. It's not wired in. So will it come with that? Who knows? This is it at night time. So you've got some beautiful display lights there. See, shining. Got a little light there, kicking back. Yeah. Well, that's it really. So there you go. So impressions are very naked, exposed wheel. Probably say 35-40 mile range. You can charge quickly, so that's a good thing. So you could put 2. I'm not sure what it'll take, but let's assume it'll take a 10 amp charge. It's got 2 on there, certainly 6, but I would assume 10, but we'll see. But you can definitely charge quicker. You've got the 2 power buttons there. I'm not sure what they do. Is that per light or is that something different completely? We'll find out, or comment below if you know already. This up here, what was that? Because the charge ports were there, were they? Yes, they were here. So that's the rubber cover for the charge ports there. So it doesn't look like they got a USB on it, unless it's hidden somewhere else. But there we go. That's the first impressions, really, of the Extreme Bull X-Men. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, we'll see if we can get one in and do a bit, or both maybe. Maybe get both in, both versions, and do a review on it. Let us know if you'd like us to do that. Then comment below, say yes, do it. And really importantly, don't forget to like this video as well. And pop over to electricpeople.org, say link below in the description to comment on this discussion and be involved in it. So we'll see you next time.